I've come to realize that I'm not depressed, but I don't want to continue living in a way that does not honor my natural rhythm. And by that, I mean that I just can't imagine myself like living the traditional mold that has been fed to us since we were little. Like, I know there's been a lot of development in society. People have start opening up their minds to all the possibilities, but like it's just like, no, I'm at this point where like I just can't. Like, my body, my mind, and my spirit cannot tolerate living a life that does not feel good. It just doesn't make sense. And like, I even get like frustrated when I see these videos of people saying that you have to work hard. If you don't feel pain, there's no gain. I don't believe in that. Like, I really don't believe in that. I don't see like how that's even valuable. I don't think that's the only way to find success in this world. And like, what I'm really understanding about success now is that success is not a one size fit all. It's a very personalized and person centered experience. And I feel like, as someone that really cannot live my life without feeling like it's without meaning, without no intention, and like to some people that might seem soft, that might seem very unrealistic, idealistic, but it's like, it's who I am. And I cannot continue masking myself to try to fit in living in a certain way that is just not for me. Like, I don't understand how anyone could tolerate that. How we can any of us can tolerate that. I can't speak for anyone else. Like, that's not really about this. I'm not trying to tell anyone how they should live, but the thing is, like, for me, like, I feel like when you're in your mid-20s, you're trying to fucking figure out everything. You're trying to figure out who the fuck you are, what you want in life, like what your purpose is. And I really do believe that that can be a lot of pressure for someone. And especially when you're in a situation where you want to get the fuck out of that situation, in terms of like a career, in terms of a job, in terms of like just living a certain way, it can feel very heavy and feel like such a mountain to cross over, to try to understand, one, how to get the fuck out of the situation, and two, how to find your specific path that is honoring what you are wanting out of life and who you are as a person. And what I'm coming to realize is that I feel much better when I am not resisting what actually feels effortless, and that feels good. I really do believe a big theme in my life is to lead with my feeling, according to like my birth chart, because like I really do like I am an astrology like queen. What I'm learning from myself and like all like this self-discovery practices is like, I can't do things that feel like hard work. Like, it's not that I'm not a hard worker. It's not that I can go out in the world and achieve a big career in like the corporate world, or in a job or career that is of high prestige in society. It's not that. Like, I really do believe like I have all the traits and the abilities to do so. But do I want that? That's the real question. And then when I'm coming to really terms with it, it's like, I do not want that. I do not want that. And I don't think you should feel bad for not wanting what you don't want. Like, and I think like it really is like being fucking honest with yourself, and like actually allowing yourself to desire what you truly desire, and leading your each footstep in that direction. And like, I think what I've been struggling with is like trying to live with that perspective, but still in this mold of like succeeding in a specific way, and having like being okay with my life situation, and being okay with myself and how my life is developing, if it continues to still satisfy the qualifications of a successful person. I think it can be a very frustrating situation when you are experiencing in your life circumstance consequences of making decisions that fit with this certain mold of traditional way of living and like the American dream and like all this other bullshit. It's like, for me, like, I'm a person that really doesn't value credentials, that doesn't value being seen as important or having a life that is prestigious and all this shit. Like, it doesn't do anything for me. Other people, they live for that, and that's 100% okay. But to expect yourself to be that certain person and to go after the things such as these things, it's insanity. If that's not what you want, it's not. It's like, what? Why? Like, no. And I think that's why, like, I don't know. I really do believe this is a big part of like my life journey, is like coming to terms with like, I can't fucking look outward anymore to tell me who the fuck I am and what I want in my life, And that's why I think like the educational system is so fucked up. Like, it just makes no sense. I do believe like reading, learning how to read, learning how to write, learning how to communicate and critically think, those are important, And like all of us have clocked this already, but like, we don't learn shit in school. What I'm learning is like, all of us have been indoctrinated into the system where the main goal is to become just an employee. Like, how does that serve anybody? At least someone's soul, I really dream of living a life where I don't have to wake up and think about going somewhere where I don't want to be. I want to wake up and move at my own rhythm, have my own morning routine, do things because I desire it. And it's not that I don't like to learn, it's not that I'm not intelligent, it's not that I don't value education or development, growth. It's not that. It's just that I don't want this pressure of needing to be what society expects of me, It puts so much pressure on you to figure yourself out so fast, because by figuring yourself out and knowing what your path is right away, you will be able to move in a direction that will bring whatever these qualifications into reality and deem you as a successful person. But I don't care about that. Like, I don't care if someone else thinks I'm successful or not, Like, I want to feel successful. And success is very different. My feeling of success seems to be like very different from like what the mainstream deems as successful, That's why I don't relate to a lot of people who I went to college with, honestly. Like, and there's nothing wrong. This is not to like demonize certain people who want certain things, but like, when I separated myself from certain people and like from situations, it's not to judge them, but it's just seeing them from a different point of view. It's like, I don't want what you want, and I don't need to want what you want, and I don't need to like have to prove myself that my existence is only worthy if I want these things or if I have these things. Like really, I'm a person that I want my life to feel alive. I want it to feel free. I want it to feel sovereign. I want to wake up and not feel like I have to tackle the day with things that I don't want to fucking do. I want to wake up and feel excited with all the possibilities to learn, to invest in my hobbies, to invest in my education, and like, why isn't, and like, it's not even like, I was gonna say, why isn't that celebrated? But I don't need it to be celebrated. It's like, this is my life. This is my life, and I get to do it how I want. I want to wake up and take care of my self-care in my own rhythm. I don't want to rush. I don't want to eat my breakfast fast because I have to go clock in. What? No. I want to wake up, get myself ready, feel good, take care of my body in whatever physical way feels fit, and using my intuition in creating that routine. And then nourishing my body with food that I love, that is healthy, that is nutritious, but is also indulgent and feels good. I want to wake up and know that I have all the possibilities to invest in whatever hobby is most exciting in that moment. I want to live my life with passion. I want to live my life being led by excitement and what feels most good in the moment. I want to invest in all my hobbies. I want to invest into learning more of what actually feels true, actually feels exciting. I don't want to go to a job where I don't feel good, where the energy is whack, where it feels just dead, soul crushing around people that I don't even get the choice to, like, no, what? I want to have choice in my life. I don't want to feel like I have to mask myself to satisfy this way of living that is not even living for me. It's literally, and that's what it is. Like, I think like it's just overrated sometimes. Like maybe I'm just frustrated right now, but it's like very overrated that you have to find your purpose and you have to find your path so fucking fast right away because I gotta go to work and I gotta do this and I gotta do that. That's why like I think like that's why I really love being alone, because I really do believe I get to be my own self when I'm on myself. Like when I'm on my own and like by myself, you know, because like there's not this pressure of having to prove my fucking existence. I don't have to prove to anybody that I deserve to exist because I'm succeeding this and I'm achieving that and I'm accomplishing that. And it doesn't make me a loser. It doesn't make me a loser for not wanting these things. And it doesn't make you better because you desire these things either. You know, I think it's just a very warped way of thinking that everyone needs to live and want the same things, but I don't fucking want. Sometimes all I want to do is fucking dance the whole day. Some days all I want to do is bake the whole day. Some days all I want to do is just walk all day. Some days I just want to read all day. But I can't because I have to go to work and I have to do this bullshit that I don't even want to do just to pay these fucking bills. No, there has to be a better way. And I know there's a better way. I really do believe like there has to be some type of collapse that has to happen in society for everything to fucking die and everyone gets a fresh start and just fucking be who they fucking are. You know? I really do believe it has to come down to that. But I think what first starts is like with yourself. You know, as cliche as that may sound, it really does begin with yourself, because like I can't change anyone, I can't change society, I can't change other people that need to think a certain way. I can't. That's not my job either. My power is in leading my life with what is true to me. And if anything, like I'm telling this to myself too, because like life is not worth living if it is always a struggle. Life is not worth living if it's always met with resistance. Then why the fuck are you here? Damn, clock that. That's how I feel about it. That's how I really feel about it, you know? But yeah, because I just come to the point where like, I'm so done trying to figure myself out. So done trying to figure my life out that I can only seem to, my body is just rejecting everything else. My mind is rejecting everything else. My spirit has been rejecting everything else but what feels true. And right now what feels true is just wanting to bake every day and learn and just learn and just grow myself as a person outside of the boundaries of being the American dream successful model of what the fuck that is. Like, I don't care about that. I care about the fucking live. I don't just care, you know, not just live, but I want to feel alive. I care about being alive, not just living. Because just because you're living doesn't mean you're alive. Ooh! Clock it.